Ever feel like you're working harder but achieving less? Discover the secret to effortless excellence with the 80-20 principle. The audiobook, The Power of 80-20, Effortless Excellence, reveals how to achieve more while doing less, transforming every aspect of your life. Imagine reaching your goals with ease, maximizing your potential, and living a more fulfilling life. Don't risk staying trapped in a cycle of exhaustion and mediocrity. Your path to extraordinary success and satisfaction begins here. Before we go on, I invite you to download the free bundle, which contains the ebook version of this book and an executive summary of all the chapters with the key takeaways. Studies show that engaging with content through multiple formats significantly enhances learning and retention. Click on the first link in the description to claim your free bundle now and maximize your learning potential. Now it's free, but it won't be for long, so make sure to grab it while you can. Chapter 1: Unlocking Potential. In a world that often equates success with relentless hustle and grinding work hours, imagine achieving more by doing less. Picture a life where your efforts are laser-focused, yielding extraordinary results without burning the candle at both ends. This isn't a far-fetched dream, but a tangible reality waiting to be unlocked through the power of the 80-20 principle. The 80-20 principle, also known as the Pareto principle, is a game-changing concept that has the potential to revolutionize every aspect of your life. At its core, this principle suggests that roughly 80% of effects come from 20% of causes. In other words, a small portion of your efforts often leads to the majority of your results. This simple yet profound insight is the key to unlocking your true potential and achieving effortless excellence. As you embark on this journey through the power of 80-20, effortless excellence, you'll discover how to harness this principle to transform your approach to work, relationships, personal growth, and beyond. This book is not just about working smarter, it's about fundamentally shifting your mindset to focus on what truly matters, allowing you to achieve unprecedented levels of success with far less struggle. The first time you go through this book, you'll gain a deep understanding of the core principles behind the 80-20 rule. This knowledge will serve as the foundation for all the practical applications and strategies we'll explore. You'll begin to see the world through a new lens, identifying high-impact areas in your life that have been hiding in plain sight. As you apply these insights, you'll experience initial improvements in efficiency and focus, giving you a taste of the transformative power that lies ahead. But this is just the beginning. Over time, as you continue to apply and refine these principles, you'll witness a significant enhancement in both your personal and professional productivity. Goals that once seemed distant or unattainable will become consistently achievable with less effort than you ever thought possible. Perhaps most importantly, you'll develop an effortless excellence mindset, a way of thinking that naturally gravitates towards high-impact activities and streamlined approaches. The journey to mastering the 80-20 principle involves several crucial steps. First and foremost is embracing the 80-20 mindset. This shift in perspective is the foundation upon which all other strategies are built. It requires you to challenge long-held beliefs about productivity and success, opening your mind to a more efficient and effective way of operating. Once you've internalized this mindset, the next step is learning to identify and focus on the vital few, those key activities, relationships, or assets that contribute disproportionately to your success. This skill is at the heart of the 80-20 principle and will become increasingly refined as you progress through the book. Finally, you'll learn to implement strategies to minimize or eliminate the trivial many, the numerous tasks and distractions that consume your time and energy without contributing significantly to your goals. This step is crucial for creating the space and focus needed to excel in your high-impact areas. These steps are carefully ordered to ensure maximum impact. We begin with the mindset shift because without this fundamental change in perspective, the practical strategies that follow would lack context and power. By prioritizing this mental transformation, we lay the groundwork for lasting change rather than temporary fixes. The 80-20 mindset represents a paradigm shift from the traditional hard work equals success mentality to a smarter, more strategic approach. It's about recognizing that not all efforts are created equal, and that by focusing your energy on the right areas, you can achieve exponential results. This shift doesn't mean abandoning hard work altogether, but rather redirecting that effort to where it matters most. At the heart of this principle lies the power of focused effort. By identifying and concentrating on the vital few activities that drive the majority of your results, you can dramatically increase your impact while simultaneously reducing wasted time and energy. This focused approach is the essence of working smarter, not harder. Effortless excellence, the ultimate goal of mastering the 80-20 principle, is about achieving outstanding results with minimal strain. It's a state where high performance feels natural and sustainable rather than draining. By applying the 80-20 principle consistently, you'll find yourself accomplishing more while feeling less overwhelmed and stressed. Central to this concept is the role of simplicity in achieving more. The 80-20 principle teaches us to cut through complexity and focus on what's essential. By simplifying your approach and eliminating unnecessary complications, you create a clear path to your goals, making excellence not just achievable, but effortless. As you prepare for the transformation ahead, it's crucial to set clear intentions for change. What areas of your life do you most want to improve? Where do you feel you're expending too much effort for too little return? By identifying these areas up front, you'll be better equipped to apply the principles you'll learn throughout this book. It's also important to acknowledge and prepare to overcome mental barriers that might arise. The 80-20 principle challenges many conventional beliefs about success and productivity. You may find yourself questioning long-held assumptions or feeling resistant to letting go of activities you've always considered important. Remember that this discomfort is a natural part of growth and transformation. As we conclude this introductory chapter, you stand at the threshold of a journey that promises to revolutionize your approach to work, life, and success. The chapters that follow will delve deeper into the intricacies of the 80-20 principle, providing you with practical strategies and insights to apply in every area of your life. In the next chapter, we'll explore the fascinating origins and universal applications of the 80-20 principle, uncovering patterns of inequality that exist all around us. This deeper understanding will further cement the power of this principle in your mind, preparing you for the practical applications to come. The path to effortless excellence lies before you, illuminated by the wisdom of the 80-20 principle. As you turn the page, prepare to embark on a transformative journey that will forever change how you approach your goals, your time, and your potential. The key to unlocking a life of greater achievement with less struggle is within your grasp. Are you ready to embrace it? Before we continue, make sure to subscribe to Grow to the Top and activate notifications to receive more self-improvement tips that will supercharge your growth. And make sure to give this video a thumbs up and share it with your friends. It really helps the channel grow. Thank you for your support. Chapter 2. Understanding 80-20. Have you ever wondered why some people seem to achieve extraordinary results with seemingly less effort, or why certain actions in your life yield disproportionately large outcomes? The answer lies in a principle so powerful, yet often overlooked, that it has the potential to revolutionize every aspect of your life. Welcome to the world of 80-20, a concept that will reshape your understanding of cause and effect, effort, and reward. At its core, the 80-20 principle suggests that a minority of causes, inputs, or efforts lead to a majority of results, outputs, or rewards. This imbalance is far more common than you might think, and recognizing it is the first step towards achieving effortless excellence. By understanding this foundational principle, you'll gain insight into how to focus your efforts where they matter most, maximizing your results while minimizing wasted energy. The importance of grasping this concept cannot be overstated. It's the key to unlocking a new level of efficiency and effectiveness in everything you do. By recognizing the patterns that maximize results with minimal input, you'll be able to streamline your approach to work, relationships, and personal growth. This understanding forms the bedrock upon which all other strategies for effortless excellence are built. But where did this revolutionary idea come from? The story begins in 19th century Italy with an economist named Vilfredo Pareto. Pareto, while tending to his garden, made an intriguing observation about his pea plants. He noticed that roughly 20% of the pea pods in his garden contained 80% of the peas. This seemingly trivial observation led him to investigate whether similar patterns existed in other areas. Turning his attention to economics, Pareto discovered something remarkable. In Italy at the time, he found that approximately 80% of the land was owned by 20% of the population. Intrigued by this correlation, he began to look for similar patterns in other countries and time periods. To his amazement, he found that this unequal distribution was surprisingly consistent across various economies and societies. This discovery laid the groundwork for what would eventually become known as the Pareto principle, or the 80-20 rule. While the exact percentages may vary, the underlying principle of unequal distribution remained consistent. Pareto had stumbled upon a universal pattern that would prove to have far-reaching implications beyond economics. As we delve deeper into the 80-20 principle, you'll begin to see how it manifests in countless areas of life. In business, for instance, it's often observed that 80% of a company's profits come from 20% of its customers. In project management, 80% of the work is often completed in the first 20% of the time allocated. Even in our personal lives, we might find that we wear 20% of our clothes 80% of the time. These patterns of inequality are not just coincidences or quirks of data. They represent a fundamental truth about the way many systems in our world operate. Resources, rewards, and results are rarely distributed evenly. Instead, they tend to cluster around key points of leverage or influence. Understanding this principle allows us to see the world through a new lens. It encourages us to look for the vital few factors that contribute disproportionately to our desired outcomes. By identifying these key areas, we can focus our efforts where they'll have the greatest impact, leading to more significant results with less overall effort. But the 80-20 principle isn't just about observation. It's a powerful tool for analysis and decision-making. To truly harness its power, we need to understand its mathematical foundations. While the concept might seem simple on the surface, there's a robust statistical basis underlying these observed patterns. At its core, the 80-20 principle is an example of a power law distribution. In such distributions, a small number of high-value items in a dataset contribute disproportionately to the total value of the set. This is in contrast to normal distributions, where values cluster around a mean. It's important to note that while we often use the 80-20 ratio as a shorthand, the exact numbers can vary. The key is the principle of unequal distribution, not the specific percentages. In some cases, it might be 90-10 or 70-30, but the underlying pattern of inequality remains. Understanding the statistical nature of the 80-20 principle helps us avoid misinterpreting data. It's crucial to differentiate between correlation and causation. The 80-20 principle describes a pattern of distribution. It doesn't necessarily imply that one factor directly causes another. Rather, it highlights areas of concentration that warrant further investigation and potentially focused effort. To truly internalize the 80-20 principle, it's essential to start recognizing its patterns in your own life and work. Begin by looking at your daily activities. Which tasks or actions seem to yield the most significant results? Are there areas where a small amount of effort leads to outsized rewards? For instance, in your professional life, analyze your work tasks. You might find that a small subset of your responsibilities contributes to the majority of your productivity or value to the organization. This insight could help you prioritize your time more effectively, focusing on high-impact activities. In your personal life, You might examine your relationships. Often, we find that a small number of key relationships contribute disproportionately to our happiness and well-being. Recognizing this can help you invest more time and energy in these vital connections. As you begin to apply the 80-20 principle, you'll likely experience a range of outcomes. At a good level, you'll develop an increased awareness of the 80-20 patterns in your daily activities. This awareness alone can be transformative, helping you make more informed decisions about where to focus your time and energy. With continued practice, you may reach an excellent level of application where you're able to consistently apply the principle to improve efficiency across various areas of your life. You'll become adept at identifying high-leverage activities and streamlining your efforts accordingly. At the best level, you'll achieve mastery in leveraging the 80-20 rule for significant life transformations. You'll not only recognize these patterns, but also strategically reshape your approach to work, relationships, and personal development to maximize your results with minimal effort. However, as with any powerful tool, there are potential pitfalls to be aware of when applying the 80-20 principle. One common mistake is misinterpreting data, seeing 80-20 patterns where they don't actually exist. To avoid this, it's crucial to approach your analysis with a critical eye. Look for consistent patterns over time rather than isolated instances, and be willing to adjust your conclusions as new information becomes available. Another potential issue is overlooking the vital few factors that truly drive results. Sometimes the most impactful elements aren't immediately obvious. To refine your focus, regularly reassess your priorities, and be willing to dig deeper into the root causes of your successes and challenges. As we conclude this exploration of the 80-20 principle, you're now equipped with a powerful lens through which to view the world. You understand its origins, its mathematical foundations, and its potential applications in various aspects of life. But this is just the beginning of your journey towards effortless excellence. In the next chapter, we'll delve into a crucial skill that will allow you to harness the full power of the 80-20 principle. Its ability that separates those who merely understand the concept from those who use it to transform their lives. As you turn the page, prepare to unlock a new level of clarity and focus that will propel you towards your goals with unprecedented efficiency. Chapter 3: Identifying Priorities. In our journey towards effortless excellence, we've uncovered the power of the 80-20 principle. Now we stand at the threshold of a crucial skill that will transform how you approach your daily life and long-term goals. Imagine having a superpower that allows you to see through the fog of endless tasks and responsibilities, instantly recognizing what truly matters. This chapter is your guide to developing that very ability. At its core, identifying priorities is about discernment. It's the art of distinguishing between what's merely urgent and what's genuinely important. In a world that constantly demands our attention, this skill is not just valuable, it's essential for achieving effortless excellence. But why is this skill so critical? The answer lies in the fundamental nature of success and productivity. In any endeavor, not all actions are created equal. Some tasks, often a select few, have the potential to create outsized results. By focusing on these high-impact activities, you can maximize your outcomes while simultaneously reducing the time and energy spent on less impactful work. Consider for a moment the implications of this approach. By channeling your efforts into the vital few tasks that truly move the needle, you're not just working harder, you're working smarter. This shift in focus allows you to achieve more significant results without increasing your workload. In fact, you might find yourself accomplishing more while doing less overall. Moreover, this approach helps you reclaim valuable time and energy previously spent on low-value activities. Think about all the tasks you perform daily that, while perhaps necessary, don't contribute significantly to your most important goals. By identifying and minimizing these activities, you free up resources to invest in areas that truly matter. The key to unlocking this potential lies in distinguishing the vital few from the trivial many. This process begins with a careful analysis of your tasks and responsibilities. Start by listing out everything you do in a typical day or week. Don't worry about organizing or prioritizing yet. Just get it all down. Once you have this comprehensive list, it's time to put on your analytical hat. For each task, ask yourself, what is the true impact of this activity? How does it contribute to my most important goals? Be honest with yourself during this process. You might find that some tasks you've always considered important actually have minimal impact on your desired outcomes. As you go through this analysis, patterns will begin to emerge. You'll start to recognize high-value activities, those tasks that, while perhaps not always the most time-consuming, contribute disproportionately to your success. These are your vital few, the 20% that likely drives 80% of your results. Identifying these high-value activities requires a shift in perspective. Often, they're not the most obvious or pressing tasks. They might not be the ones shouting for your immediate attention. Instead, they're the quiet powerhouses that, when given focus, can dramatically propel you towards your goals. To aid in this process of identification and prioritization, several tools can be invaluable. One such tool is Pareto analysis, named after the economist who first observed the 80-20 principle. This method involves listing all your tasks, assigning them a numerical value based on their impact, and then focusing on the top 20% that contribute to 80% of the value. Another effective approach is creating priority lists, but not just any lists. The key is to create lists that reflect the true impact of each task, not just its urgency. One method is the Eisenhower matrix, which categorizes tasks based on their importance and urgency. This helps you focus on what's truly important, not just what's demanding your immediate attention. As you become more adept at identifying high-impact tasks, it's equally important to recognize and manage the trivial many. These are the tasks that, while perhaps necessary, don't significantly contribute to your primary goals. Identifying these low-impact activities is the first step in managing them more effectively. Look for tasks that consume a lot of time but yield minimal results. These might include excessive meetings, overchecking emails, or getting caught up in minor details that don't affect the overall outcome. Once identified, you can develop strategies to minimize these distractions. This might involve delegating, automating, or simply allocating less time to these activities. To truly internalize this skill of priority identification, practical application is key. Start by mapping out your daily activities and assessing their impact. Keep a log for a week, noting how you spend your time and the results of each activity. At the end of the week, analyze this data. You might be surprised by what you discover about where your time and energy are really going. Another valuable exercise is to conduct prioritization drills using real-life scenarios. Take a current project or goal and list out all the associated tasks. Then, challenge yourself to identify the top 20% that will likely drive 80% of the results. This exercise not only hones your prioritization skills, but can also provide immediate insights into where you should be focusing your efforts. As you begin to apply these principles and techniques, you'll likely see a range of outcomes. At a good level, you'll experience improved task prioritization, leading to better time management. You'll find yourself more focused and less scattered in your daily activities. With continued practice, you can reach an excellent level where you see a significant increase in productivity and goal achievement. You'll become adept at quickly identifying high-impact tasks and aligning your efforts accordingly. This shift can lead to noticeable improvements in both your personal and professional life. At the best level, you'll develop a consistent focus on high-impact activities, resulting in what can only be described as effortless excellence. You'll find yourself achieving remarkable results with less struggle and stress. This is the point where the 80-20 principle becomes not just a tool, but a fundamental part of how you approach life. However, as with any powerful approach, there are potential pitfalls to be aware of. One common issue is overlooking important tasks in the pursuit of high-impact activities. While focusing on the vital few is crucial, it's important not to neglect necessary maintenance tasks completely. The key is balance and regular reassessment of what truly constitutes a high-impact activity. To ensure a comprehensive analysis, regularly step back and look at the bigger picture. Are there areas of your life or work that you're neglecting? Are there long-term investments that might not show immediate results but are crucial for future success? By periodically zooming out and reassessing, you can ensure that your prioritization remains aligned with your overall goals and values. Another potential challenge is becoming overwhelmed by choices, especially when first applying these principles. With so many tasks and responsibilities, how do you decide what truly constitutes the vital few? The key here is to start small and refine your approach over time. Begin by focusing on one area of your life or one project. As you become more comfortable with the process, you can expand your analysis to encompass more areas. Remember, the goal is not perfection, but progress. Each step you take towards better prioritization is a step towards effortless excellence. Over time, you'll develop an intuitive sense for what truly matters, making the process of identification and focus increasingly natural. As we conclude this chapter on identifying priorities, you now possess a powerful set of tools and insights. You understand the importance of focusing on high-impact tasks and have strategies for distinguishing the vital few from the trivial many. But this is just the beginning of your journey towards mastering your time and efforts. In the next chapter, we'll explore a dimension of productivity that goes beyond mere task management. We'll delve into a concept that, when mastered, can exponentially increase your effectiveness. As you turn the page, prepare to unlock a new level of control over your most precious resource, one that will transform how you approach every aspect of your life and work. Chapter 4, Time Mastery. In our quest for effortless excellence, we've uncovered the power of the 80-20 principle and learned to identify our most impactful priorities. Now, we stand at the threshold of mastering a resource that, once harnessed, will catapult your productivity and success to unprecedented heights. This elusive yet omnipresent force flows through every aspect of our lives, shaping our experiences, achievements, and ultimately, our legacy. What if you could bend this force to your will, making it work for you instead of against you? What if you could stretch moments of peak performance and shrink periods of waste and inefficiency? This chapter holds the key to unlocking this transformative power, a skill that separates the truly exceptional from the merely good. At its core, this chapter is about more than just managing your calendar or meeting deadlines. It's about fundamentally reshaping your relationship with the most precious and finite resource at your disposal. It's about achieving a state of flow where productivity feels effortless and significant accomplishments become the norm rather than the exception. But why is mastering this element so crucial for achieving effortless excellence? The answer lies in the very nature of productivity and success. In our modern world, where demands on our attention are constant and overwhelming, the ability to optimize how we use our time is not just an advantage, it's a necessity. By learning to allocate your time more effectively, you open the door to increased efficiency across all areas of your life. This isn't about cramming more tasks into each hour. Instead, it's about maximizing the impact of the time you spend on your most important priorities. It's about achieving more by working smarter, not harder. Imagine being able to accomplish in a focused hour what might have previously taken you an entire afternoon. Picture yourself moving through your day with a sense of purpose and clarity, knowing that each moment is being invested in activities that truly matter. This is the power of time mastery, and it's within your grasp. The key to unlocking this potential lies in applying the 80-20 principle to how you manage your time. Just as we discovered that a small percentage of our efforts often yield the majority of our results, the same principle applies to our time allocation. Some periods of our day are inherently more productive than others, and some tasks yield far greater returns on our time investment. Begin by assessing how you currently allocate your time. Keep a detailed log of your activities for a week, noting not just what you do, but also when you do it and how you feel during each task. Look for patterns. When do you feel most energized and focused? When do you find yourself struggling to concentrate or procrastinating? This analysis will likely reveal your peak productivity periods, those golden hours when your energy and focus are at their highest. These are your most valuable time slots, the 20% of your day that has the potential to drive 80% of your results. Identifying these periods is the first step in revolutionizing your approach to time management. Once you've identified your peak periods, the next step is to fiercely protect and optimize them. This is where the concept of time blocking comes into play. Time blocking involves dedicating specific chunks of time to your most important and high-impact tasks. During these blocks, you eliminate distractions and focus solely on the task at hand. But time blocking alone isn't enough. The key is to align your most critical and cognitively demanding tasks with your peak productivity periods. This synchronization of task importance with your natural energy rhythms is where the magic happens. You'll find yourself accomplishing your most challenging work with surprising ease and efficiency. Of course, not every task can be scheduled during your peak hours. This is where prioritization based on impact comes into play. Remember the vital few we identified in the previous chapter? These are the tasks that should occupy your prime time slots. Less critical or routine tasks can be scheduled during your lower energy periods. As you begin to master your time, you'll also need to become adept at identifying and eliminating time wasters. These are the activities that drain your energy and attention without contributing significantly to your goals. They might include excessive social media use, unproductive meetings, or constantly checking emails. Recognizing these inefficient practices is the first step in reclaiming your time. Once identified, you can develop strategies to minimize or eliminate them. This might involve setting specific times for checking emails, learning to say no to non-essential meetings, or using website blockers during your focused work periods. Streamlining your daily routines is another powerful way to reclaim time. Look for repetitive tasks that can be batched or automated. Can you prepare for your workday the night before? Can you create templates for common emails or documents? Small efficiencies add up, freeing more time for your high-impact activities. To truly internalize these principles of time mastery, practical application is key. Start with a time tracking exercise. For 1 week, meticulously log how you spend each hour of your day. Be honest and detailed. At the end of the week, analyze this data. You might be surprised by where your time is actually going. Next, use this information to design an optimized daily schedule. Block out your peak productivity periods for your most important tasks. Schedule lower priority activities during your less energetic times. Include buffer periods to account for unexpected interruptions or overruns. As you begin to implement these strategies, you'll likely see a range of outcomes. At a good level, you'll develop an improved awareness of how you spend your time. This awareness alone can be transformative, helping you make more conscious choices about where to invest your hours and minutes. With continued practice, you can reach an excellent level of time management. You'll see enhanced productivity as you align your most important work with your peak energy periods. Tasks that once seemed to drag on for hours might now be completed in focused bursts of productivity. At the best level, you'll achieve a true mastery of time. This is where significant achievements start to feel effortless. You'll find yourself accomplishing more than you ever thought possible, all while maintaining a sense of balance and control over your schedule. However, as with any powerful approach, there are potential pitfalls to be aware of. Procrastination can be a significant obstacle, even for those well-versed in time management techniques. The key to overcoming procrastination is to break tasks into smaller, more manageable chunks. Start with just 5 minutes of focused work. Often, this is enough to build momentum and overcome initial resistance. Another common issue is overscheduling. In your enthusiasm to optimize every minute, you might find yourself packing your calendar too tightly. This can lead to stress and burnout, ultimately decreasing your productivity. Remember, the goal is not to fill every moment with activity, but to make each moment count. Build in buffer time and periods for rest and reflection. As we conclude this chapter on time mastery, you now possess powerful insights and strategies for making the most of your hours and days. You understand the importance of aligning your most critical work with your peak productivity periods and have tools for eliminating time wasters and streamlining your routines. But this is just one piece of the puzzle in your journey towards effortless excellence. In the next chapter, we'll explore a dimension of productivity that goes beyond managing your own time and tasks. We'll delve into a concept that, when mastered, can exponentially increase your impact and effectiveness. As you turn the page, prepare to discover how to multiply your efforts and achieve results far beyond what you could accomplish alone. Chapter 5: Streamlining Efforts. In our journey towards effortless excellence, we've uncovered powerful principles and techniques that have already begun to transform your approach to work and life. But what if I told you that there's a way to amplify your impact even further while simultaneously reducing the effort you expend? Imagine a world where your most significant achievements flow from a place of ease and simplicity rather than struggle and complexity. This chapter holds the key to unlocking a level of efficiency that may seem almost magical at first glance. We're about to delve into a concept that will revolutionize how you approach your daily tasks, projects, and long-term goals. It's a principle that, when mastered, can dramatically increase your productivity while simultaneously reducing stress and overwhelm. At its core, this chapter is about doing more with less. It's about identifying and eliminating the unnecessary, the redundant, and the inefficient in every aspect of your work and life. But it's not just about cutting things out. It's about strategically focusing your resources where they'll have the greatest impact. Why is this so crucial for achieving effortless excellence? The answer lies in the nature of productivity itself. In our complex, fast-paced world, it's easy to fall into the trap of busyness, of filling our days with a multitude of tasks and activities that, while perhaps necessary, don't significantly contribute to our most important goals. By learning to streamline your efforts, you open the door to a new level of focus and effectiveness. This isn't about working harder or longer hours. Instead, it's about intelligently allocating your time, energy, and resources to the activities that truly move the needle. It's about achieving more by doing less, but doing that less with laser-like precision and purpose. Imagine being able to accomplish in a streamlined hour what might have previously taken you an entire day. Picture yourself moving through your tasks with a sense of clarity and ease, free from the burden of unnecessary complexity and redundancy. This is the power of streamlined effort, and it's within your grasp. The key to unlocking this potential lies in simplifying your workflows. Begin by mapping out your current processes, whether they're related to your work projects, personal goals, or daily routines. Look at each step in these processes and ask yourself, is this necessary? Does it add value? Could it be done more efficiently? As you examine your workflows, you'll likely discover redundant steps, actions that are repeated unnecessarily or that don't contribute significantly to the end result. These are prime candidates for elimination or simplification. Remember, the goal is not to cut corners or compromise quality, but to remove obstacles that slow you down without adding value. Once you've identified areas for improvement in your workflows, the next step is to enhance your efficiency through strategic approaches to task management. One powerful technique is batch processing, grouping similar tasks together and tackling them in a focused block of time. Batch processing leverages the power of momentum and context switching. By dealing with similar tasks in one go, you minimize the mental effort required to shift gears between different types of work. This could mean handling all your emails at set times during the day rather than constantly checking your inbox, or grouping all your creative tasks into a single focused session. Another key to enhancing efficiency is the strategic use of automation tools. In today's digital age, there's an abundance of software and apps designed to streamline various aspects of work and life. From project management tools to personal productivity apps, these resources can handle routine tasks, freeing up your time and mental energy for more important work. However, it's crucial to approach automation thoughtfully. The goal is to use these tools to enhance your productivity, not to add unnecessary complexity to your workflows. Choose tools that genuinely simplify your processes and integrate seamlessly into your existing systems. As you streamline your own efforts, you'll inevitably encounter tasks that, while necessary, aren't the best use of your time and skills. This is where the art of delegation and outsourcing comes into play. Learning to effectively hand off tasks to others is a crucial skill for anyone seeking to maximize their impact and achieve effortless excellence. Start by identifying tasks that could potentially be delegated. These might include routine administrative work, tasks that require skills you're not proficient in, or activities that don't align with your core strengths and priorities. The key is to focus your personal efforts on the areas where you can add the most unique value. Once you've identified potential tasks for delegation, the next step is selecting the right resources. This might involve team members if you're in a work setting, or it could mean hiring virtual assistants or freelancers for personal projects. The goal is to match tasks with individuals who have the skills and capacity to handle them effectively. To truly internalize these principles of streamlined effort, practical application is key. Start with a process analysis exercise. Choose one of your regular workflows, perhaps your morning routine, a work project, or a recurring task. Map out each step in detail, then critically examine each one. Is it necessary? Could it be simplified? Could it be automated or delegated? Next, engage in a delegation planning exercise. List out all your current responsibilities and tasks. For each one, ask yourself, am I the best person to be doing this? Could someone else do it just as well, or perhaps even better? This exercise can be eye-opening, revealing numerous opportunities to free up your time for higher impact activities. As you begin to implement these strategies, you'll likely see a range of outcomes. At a good level, you'll experience a reduction in your workload through the elimination of unnecessary tasks. This alone can provide a significant boost to your productivity and well-being. With continued practice, you can reach an excellent level of streamlined effort. You'll see enhanced efficiency across all areas of your life, leading to better results in less time. Tasks that once seemed overwhelming will become manageable, and you'll find yourself accomplishing more than you ever thought possible. At the best level, you'll achieve a state where you're consistently doing more with significantly less effort. All your processes will be streamlined, your focus will be razor sharp, and you'll be operating at peak efficiency in everything you do. This is where effortless excellence truly becomes a reality. However, as with any powerful approach, there are potential pitfalls to be aware of. One common issue is resistance to delegation. Many people struggle with handing off tasks, often due to trust issues or a belief that no one else can do the job as well as they can. Overcoming this resistance requires a shift in mindset. Remember, delegation isn't about offloading work. It's about strategically allocating resources to maximize overall productivity. Another potential issue is over-automation. While technology can be a powerful ally in streamlining efforts, it's important not to lose the human touch where it's needed. Some tasks, particularly those involving creativity or interpersonal relationships, may suffer if automated too heavily. The key is to find the right balance, using automation to handle routine tasks while preserving your personal involvement where it adds the most value. As we conclude this chapter on streamlining efforts, you now possess powerful insights and strategies for eliminating inefficiencies and focusing on what truly matters. You understand the importance of simplifying workflows, enhancing efficiency through batch processing and automation, and leveraging delegation to maximize your impact. But this is just one piece of the puzzle in your journey towards effortless excellence. In the next chapter, we'll explore a dimension of productivity that goes beyond mere efficiency. We'll delve into a concept that, when mastered, can exponentially increase your effectiveness and propel you towards your goals with unprecedented speed and ease. As you turn the page, prepare to discover how to tap into a wellspring of power that's been within you all along, waiting to be unleashed. Chapter 6: Maximizing Strengths. In our journey towards effortless excellence, we've explored powerful strategies to streamline our efforts and focus on what truly matters. But what if I told you that within you lies an untapped reservoir of potential, a wellspring of talent that, when fully harnessed, could catapult you to unprecedented levels of success and fulfillment? This chapter holds the key to unlocking a dimension of personal power that many overlook in their quest for improvement. We're about to delve into a concept that will not only revolutionize how you approach your work and personal goals, but will fundamentally shift how you perceive yourself and your capabilities. At its core, this chapter is about discovering and leveraging your unique gifts. It's about identifying those areas where you naturally excel and channeling your energy into developing and applying these talents. But it's more than just playing to your strengths. It's about aligning your innate abilities with your goals and aspirations in a way that creates extraordinary results. Why is this so crucial for achieving effortless excellence? The answer lies in the nature of human potential itself. Each of us possesses a unique combination of talents, skills, and attributes that, when properly cultivated and applied, can yield remarkable outcomes. By focusing on these areas of natural strength, we can achieve superior results with less effort and greater satisfaction. Imagine approaching your work and life from a place of innate talent and passion. Picture yourself effortlessly excelling in your chosen field, not because you're working harder than everyone else, but because you're leveraging your unique strengths in a way that sets you apart. This is the power of maximizing your strengths, and it's within your grasp. The key to unlocking this potential lies in identifying your core competencies. These are the fundamental strengths that form the bedrock of your capabilities. They're not just skills you've learned, but innate talents that you've honed over time. Identifying these core competencies requires a deep level of self-awareness and honest self-assessment. Begin by reflecting on your past experiences and achievements. What activities do you find yourself naturally drawn to? In what areas do you consistently receive praise or recognition? What tasks seem to come easily to you, while others might struggle with them? These are all clues pointing towards your core strengths. There are also various self-assessment techniques you can employ to gain a more structured understanding of your strengths. These might include personality assessments, skills inventories, or feedback from colleagues and mentors. The goal is to build a comprehensive picture of your unique talents and abilities. As you engage in this process of self-discovery, you'll likely uncover strengths you hadn't fully recognized before. You might find that you have a natural talent for strategic thinking, a knack for creative problem-solving, or an innate ability to connect with and inspire others. These are your unique skills and talents, the raw materials from which you can craft your path to effortless excellence. Once you've identified your core strengths, the next step is to focus on what you do best. This means deliberately allocating more of your time and energy to activities that align with your natural talents. It's about playing to your strengths rather than constantly battling your weaknesses. This doesn't mean completely neglecting areas where you're less skilled. There will always be necessary tasks that fall outside your core competencies. However, by consciously shifting your focus towards your strengths, you can dramatically increase your overall effectiveness and satisfaction. Developing expertise and mastery in your areas of strength is a crucial part of this process. By dedicating time to further honing your natural talents, you can elevate them from mere strengths to true areas of excellence. This might involve seeking out specialized training, taking on challenging projects that stretch your abilities, or finding mentors who excel in your areas of strength. The real power of this approach becomes apparent when you learn to leverage your strengths for greater impact. This involves aligning your unique talents with your goals and aspirations. Ask yourself, how can I use my core strengths to achieve my objectives? How can I position myself so that my natural abilities create the most value? For instance, if one of your core strengths is communication, you might seek out roles or projects that allow you to leverage this skill. This could mean taking on more presentation opportunities, focusing on client relations, or perhaps even shifting your career towards a field where effective communication is paramount. Creating value through excellence is the ultimate goal of maximizing your strengths. When you operate from a place of natural talent and developed expertise, you're able to deliver results that truly stand out. This not only leads to greater success, but also to a deeper sense of fulfillment and purpose in your work. To truly internalize these principles of strength maximization, practical application is key. Start with a strengths identification exercise. Set aside some time for deep reflection. List out your achievements, the compliments you've received, and the activities that energize you. Look for patterns and themes that point towards your core strengths. Next, develop a skill enhancement plan. Choose one or two of your identified strengths and create a concrete plan to further develop them. This might involve setting specific learning goals, seeking out opportunities to apply these strengths in new ways, or finding a mentor who excels in these areas. As you begin to implement these strategies, you'll likely see a range of outcomes. At a good level, you'll develop an increased awareness of your personal strengths. This awareness alone can be transformative, helping you make more conscious choices about where to focus your energy and how to position yourself for success. With continued practice, you can reach an excellent level of strength utilization. You'll see improved performance as you align more of your work with your natural talents. Tasks that once seemed challenging might now feel effortless, and you'll find yourself achieving better results with less struggle. At the best level, you'll achieve exceptional results and recognition through the mastery of your key talents. This is where true effortless excellence becomes a reality. You'll be operating primarily from your areas of strength, delivering outstanding value, and experiencing a deep sense of fulfillment in your work and life. However, as with any powerful approach, there are potential pitfalls to be aware of. One common issue is neglecting weaknesses to the point where they become liabilities. While the focus should be on your strengths, it's important to maintain a basic level of competence in essential skills, even if they're not your natural strong suits. Another potential issue is overconfidence. As you become more aware of your strengths and achieve greater success through them, it's crucial to remain humble and open to learning. No matter how talented you are, there's always room for growth and improvement. As we conclude this chapter on maximizing strengths, you now possess powerful insights and strategies for identifying and leveraging your unique talents. You understand the importance of aligning your natural abilities with your goals and the transformative power of focusing on what you do best. But this is just one piece of the puzzle in your journey towards effortless excellence. In the next chapter, we'll explore a dimension of productivity that goes beyond individual strengths and talents. We'll delve into a concept that, when mastered, can dramatically simplify your life while simultaneously amplifying your impact. As you turn the page, prepare to discover how less can truly be more, and how simplicity can be the ultimate sophistication in your quest for effortless excellence. Chapter 7: Minimalist Approach. In our journey towards effortless excellence, we've explored powerful strategies to maximize our strengths and focus on what truly matters. But what if I told you that the key to unlocking unprecedented levels of clarity, efficiency, and fulfillment lies not in adding more, but in stripping away? What if the path to greatness is paved not with acquisition, but with intentional reduction? This chapter holds the secret to a revolutionary approach that challenges our conventional notions of success and productivity. We're about to delve into a concept that will not only transform how you work and live, but will fundamentally shift your perspective on what it means to thrive in our complex, fast-paced world. At its core, this chapter is about the power of less. It's about identifying the essential and eliminating the superfluous. But it's more than just decluttering your physical space or simplifying your to-do list. It's a holistic approach to life and work that prioritizes quality over quantity, impact over busyness, and meaning over accumulation. Why is this so crucial for achieving effortless excellence? The answer lies in the nature of focus and clarity. In a world constantly vying for our attention, the ability to cut through the noise and concentrate on what truly matters is more valuable than ever. By adopting this approach, we can dramatically improve our focus, enhance our efficiency, and ultimately achieve our goals with less struggle and more ease. Imagine approaching your work and life with crystal clear clarity, unburdened by unnecessary distractions and commitments. Picture yourself moving through your days with a sense of purpose and ease, your energy channeled into activities that truly move the needle. This is the power of the minimalist approach, and it's within your grasp. The key to unlocking this potential lies in understanding the principles of minimalist thinking. At its heart, minimalism is about intentionality. It's about making conscious choices about what we allow into our lives and what we choose to let go. This doesn't mean living an austere or deprived existence. Rather, it's about creating space for what's truly important by eliminating the non-essential. One of the core tenets of minimalist thinking is the idea that less can indeed be more. By reducing the clutter in our lives, both physical and mental, we create room for clarity, creativity, and focus. This principle aligns perfectly with the 80-20 rule we've explored earlier. Just as 20% of our efforts often yield 80% of our results, a small number of our possessions, commitments, and activities likely contribute the most to our happiness and success. The benefits of doing less are manifold. When we pare down our commitments and possessions to only those that truly add value, we reduce stress and overwhelm. We free up mental bandwidth that can be redirected towards our most important goals. We gain the clarity to see opportunities we might have otherwise missed amidst the clutter. Applying minimalism to work can be transformative. Start by looking at your projects and tasks. Are there elements that can be simplified or eliminated without compromising the end result? Often, we overcomplicate our work processes out of habit or a misguided belief that more complexity equals better quality. Challenge this assumption. Look for ways to streamline your projects, focusing on the core elements that drive the most value. Communication is another area ripe for minimalist intervention. In many workplaces, an excess of meetings, emails, and chat messages can fragment attention and reduce productivity. Consider streamlining your communication channels. This might mean consolidating multiple platforms into one, setting clear boundaries around when and how you communicate, or adopting a more asynchronous approach to collaboration. The minimalist approach extends beyond work into our personal lives. Take a moment to reflect on your commitments outside of work. Are there activities or obligations that no longer align with your values or goals? It's easy to accumulate commitments over time without realizing how they impact our energy and focus. The minimalist approach encourages us to regularly reassess and eliminate non-essential commitments, creating space for what truly matters. Enhancing focus and clarity in your personal life might involve simplifying your living space, curating your digital consumption, or reevaluating your social commitments. The goal is not to live a life of deprivation, but to consciously choose what you allow into your life based on its alignment with your values and goals. To truly internalize these principles of minimalism, practical application is key. Start with a decluttering exercise focused on your workspace and schedule. Look at your physical environment. Is it conducive to focus and productivity? Remove items that don't serve a clear purpose or bring you joy. Then, turn to your calendar. Are there recurring commitments that no longer serve you? Can you consolidate or eliminate any regular meetings or activities? Next, conduct a minimalist lifestyle assessment. This involves taking a holistic look at your life, your possessions, your commitments, your digital consumption, your relationships. For each area, ask yourself, does this add value to my life? Does it align with my goals and values? If the answer is no, consider how you might minimize or eliminate it. As you begin to implement these strategies, you'll likely see a range of outcomes. At a good level, you'll experience improved focus through reduced distractions. You'll find it easier to concentrate on important tasks without the constant pull of unnecessary commitments or cluttered surroundings. With continued practice, you can reach an excellent level of minimalist living. You'll see greater efficiency in your tasks and projects as you learn to cut through the non-essential and focus on what truly matters. Your decision-making will become clearer and more aligned with your core values and goals. At the best level, you'll achieve a state where you're consistently reaching your goals with minimal effort. This is where the true power of the minimalist approach becomes apparent. By eliminating the unnecessary, you create space for effortless excellence in every area of your life. However, as with any powerful approach, there are potential pitfalls to be aware of. One common issue is oversimplification. In our zeal to declutter and simplify, we might inadvertently eliminate elements that are actually important. The key is to be discerning in your minimalism, ensuring that you retain the essential while eliminating the superfluous. Another potential challenge is resistance to change. Adopting a minimalist approach often requires letting go of things, possessions, habits, or ways of thinking that we've long held on to. This can be uncomfortable and may trigger resistance. The key to overcoming this is to focus on the benefits of minimalism, the clarity, focus, and freedom it brings, rather than on what you're giving up. As we conclude this chapter on the minimalist approach, you now possess powerful insights and strategies for simplifying your life and work to enhance clarity and efficiency. You understand the importance of focusing on the essential and the transformative power of doing less but better. But this is just one piece of the puzzle in your journey towards effortless excellence. In the next chapter, we'll explore a dimension of success that goes beyond individual strategies and techniques. We'll delve into a concept that, when mastered, can ensure that your journey towards excellence is not just a temporary phase, but a lifelong trajectory of growth and achievement. As you turn the page, prepare to discover how to make effortless excellence not just a goal, but a sustainable way of life. Chapter 8, Sustaining Excellence. In our journey towards effortless excellence, we've explored powerful strategies and mindsets that can transform your approach to work and life. But what if I told you that the true challenge and the ultimate reward lies not in achieving excellence, but in sustaining it? What if the key to long-term success isn't just about reaching the peak, but about staying there consistently, day after day, year after year? This chapter holds the secret to turning effortless excellence from a fleeting state into a permanent way of being. We're about to delve into a concept that will not only solidify the gains you've made, but will also ensure that your journey of growth and achievement never stagnates. It's about creating a foundation so strong, so ingrained in your daily life, that excellence becomes your default state. At its core, this chapter is about permanence and progression. It's about taking the principles we've explored, the 80-20 rule, prioritization, time mastery, strength maximization, and minimalism, and weaving them so deeply into the fabric of your life that they become second nature. But it's more than just maintaining what you've achieved. It's about creating a system for continuous improvement, ensuring that your trajectory is always upward. Why is this so crucial for achieving effortless excellence? The answer lies in the nature of success itself. True excellence isn't a destination, it's a journey. In a world that's constantly changing, the ability to adapt, grow, and consistently perform at a high level is what separates the truly exceptional from the merely good. By mastering the art of sustaining excellence, you ensure that your success isn't just a momentary peak, but a lasting state of being. Imagine approaching each day with the confidence that comes from knowing you're operating at your best, not just occasionally, but consistently. Picture yourself navigating challenges with ease, continuously growing and improving without the constant struggle that often accompanies high achievement. This is the power of sustained excellence, and it's within your grasp. The key to unlocking this potential lies in building lasting habits. Habits are the building blocks of our daily lives, the automatic behaviors that shape our actions and, ultimately, our results. By consciously cultivating habits that align with the principles of effortless excellence, we can ensure that our best practices become our default mode of operation. Habit formation is a science in itself, but at its core, it involves creating cues, routines, and rewards that reinforce desired behaviors. Start by identifying the key practices that contribute most to your success. These might include your morning routine, your approach to task prioritization, or your methods for leveraging your strengths. Then, create specific, actionable habits around these practices. For instance, you might develop a habit of reviewing your priorities each morning, applying the 80-20 principle to identify your most impactful tasks for the day. Or you could establish a regular time for deep work, where you focus exclusively on high-value activities aligned with your strengths. The key is to make these practices so routine that they require minimal conscious effort. Incorporating the 80-20 mindset into your daily routine is particularly powerful. This might involve regularly asking yourself questions like, what 20% of my efforts are likely to produce 80% of my results today? Or, which of my activities are truly moving the needle towards my most important goals? By making this type of thinking habitual, you ensure that you're consistently focusing on what matters most. But sustaining excellence isn't just about maintaining current practices, it's about continuous improvement. This involves setting long-term objectives that stretch your capabilities and regularly reviewing and adjusting your plans. The 80-20 principle can be a powerful guide here, helping you identify the areas where focused improvement will yield the greatest results. Set ambitious but achievable long-term goals that align with your vision of effortless excellence. These might relate to your career, personal development, relationships, or any other area of importance in your life. The key is to choose objectives that inspire and motivate you, providing a North Star for your ongoing efforts. Regularly reviewing and adjusting your plans is crucial for maintaining momentum and ensuring you're on the right track. Schedule periodic check-ins, perhaps monthly or quarterly, to assess your progress, celebrate your successes, and identify areas for improvement. Use these sessions to refine your approach, always looking for ways to apply the principles of effortless excellence more effectively. Of course, the path to sustained excellence isn't without its obstacles. Resistance to change is a common challenge, even when we intellectually understand the benefits of new habits or practices. Our brains are wired to prefer the familiar, and breaking out of established patterns can be uncomfortable. To overcome this resistance, focus on the benefits of your new practices. Remind yourself of why you're pursuing effortless excellence and how these changes align with your long-term goals. Start small, making incremental changes that feel manageable and gradually build up to more significant shifts in your habits and mindset. Maintaining motivation and momentum over the long term can also be challenging. It's natural for enthusiasm to wane over time, especially when faced with setbacks or periods of slower progress. Combat this by regularly reconnecting with your why, your fundamental reasons for pursuing excellence. Celebrate small wins along the way and use setbacks as opportunities for learning and growth rather than reasons for discouragement. To truly internalize these principles of sustained excellence, practical application is key. Start with a habit tracking exercise. Choose 1 or 2 key habits that align with the 80-20 principle and commit to practicing them consistently for a month. Use a habit tracker to monitor your progress, noting any challenges or insights along the way. Next, engage in a reflection and adjustment exercise. Set aside time to review your progress towards your long-term objectives. What's working well? Where are you facing challenges? Use the 80-20 principle to identify the most impactful areas for improvement and adjust your approach accordingly. As you begin to implement these strategies, you'll likely see a range of outcomes. At a good level, you'll establish beneficial habits that support your pursuit of excellence. You'll find yourself naturally gravitating towards practices that enhance your productivity and effectiveness. With continued practice, you can reach an excellent level of ongoing improvement and success. You'll see consistent progress towards your goals, with each achievement building on the last. Your ability to apply the principles of effortless excellence will become more refined and intuitive. At the best level, you'll achieve a state of sustained excellence that feels effortless. High performance will become your default mode, with continuous growth and improvement woven into the fabric of your daily life. You'll navigate challenges with ease, consistently operating at a level that others find remarkable. However, as with any powerful approach, there are potential pitfalls to be aware of. Habit relapse is a common challenge. Even well-established habits can falter in the face of stress, changes in routine, or simple complacency. The key to overcoming relapse is to view it not as a failure, but as a normal part of the habit formation process. If you slip, simply acknowledge it and return to your desired practice as soon as possible. Each return strengthens the habit. Another potential issue is plateauing, reaching a level of performance that feels comfortable and then stagnating. To reignite growth when you hit a plateau, look for new challenges or areas for improvement. Apply the 80-20 principle to identify unexplored areas where focused effort could yield significant results. Consider seeking out mentors or peers who can provide fresh perspectives and push you to new levels of excellence. As we conclude this chapter on sustaining excellence, you now possess powerful insights and strategies for maintaining long-term success through the continuous application of the 80-20 mindset. You understand the importance of building lasting habits, pursuing continuous improvement, and overcoming obstacles to sustained excellence. But this is just one piece of the puzzle in your journey towards effortless excellence. In the final chapter, we'll explore a dimension of success that goes beyond individual achievement. We'll delve into a concept that, when embraced, can amplify your impact and create a legacy that extends far beyond your personal accomplishments. As you turn the page, prepare to discover how the principles of effortless excellence can not only transform your life, but can ripple out to influence and inspire those around you in ways you might never have imagined. Chapter 9, Excellence Unleashed. As we reach the culmination of our journey through the power of 80-20, effortless excellence, it's time to step back and envision the transformative future that awaits you. Throughout this book, you've gained powerful insights and strategies that have the potential to revolutionize not just your work, but every aspect of your life. Now, it's time to unleash that excellence and embrace the full potential of the 80-20 principle. The knowledge you've acquired is more than just a set of techniques or strategies. It's a fundamental shift in perspective that can empower you in ways you might not yet fully realize. By leveraging the 80-20 principle for personal empowerment, you're now equipped to approach every situation with a discerning eye, identifying the vital few factors that will yield the most significant results. Consider how this mindset can transform the challenges you face. What once might have seemed like insurmountable obstacles can now be seen as opportunities for focused effort and dramatic improvement. By applying the 80-20 principle, you can pinpoint the key leverage points in any challenge, allowing you to allocate your energy and resources where they'll have the greatest impact. But the power of this principle extends far beyond your individual achievements. One of the most profound ways it can enhance your life is through its application to your relationships. By focusing on high-value relationships, those connections that bring the most joy, support, and mutual growth, you can dramatically improve the quality of your personal and professional life. Imagine applying the 80-20 principle to your communication and connections. By identifying the most impactful ways to express care, support, and collaboration, you can deepen your relationships with less effort and greater authenticity. This might mean prioritizing quality time with loved ones, focusing on meaningful conversations at work, or cultivating a network of peers who inspire and challenge you. As you continue to integrate these principles into your life, you'll find yourself able to achieve goals with greater ease than ever before. Tasks that once seemed daunting will become manageable, and aspirations that appeared out of reach will come within your grasp. This is because you're no longer spreading yourself thin trying to do everything. Instead, you're strategically focusing on the actions and opportunities that yield the greatest returns. The potential that lies within you is vast, and the 80-20 principle is the key to unlocking it. By consistently applying this mindset, you'll find yourself expanding beyond limits you previously thought were fixed. You'll discover new capabilities, uncover hidden talents, and achieve results that may have once seemed impossible. One of the most exciting aspects of this journey is the compounding effect of the 80-20 mindset. As you continue to practice and refine these concepts, you'll find that your results improve while your efforts decrease. This isn't magic. It's the natural outcome of consistently focusing on what truly matters and eliminating the non-essential. Imagine a future where each year you're achieving more significant goals with less struggle and stress. This compounding effect means that the gap between your input and your output will continue to widen in your favor. The more you apply these principles, the more effortless your excellence becomes. To fully harness this potential, it's crucial to integrate the 80-20 mindset into all aspects of your life. This means making the principle second nature, a lens through which you automatically view every situation and decision. Whether you're planning your day, tackling a work project, or nurturing your relationships, the question, what's the 20% that will yield 80% of the results, should be ever present in your mind. As you do this, you'll find a natural balance emerging between your professional and personal growth. The 80-20 principle doesn't advocate for neglecting any area of your life. Instead, it helps you identify and focus on the most fulfilling and impactful elements in each domain, creating a harmonious and satisfying whole. Now let's take a moment to envision your path to success. With the 80-20 principle as your guide, what does your future look like? Perhaps you see yourself leading innovative projects at work, effortlessly balancing career success with a rich personal life. Maybe you envision yourself as a thought leader in your field, known for your ability to cut through complexity and deliver exceptional results. Whatever your vision, the key to realizing it lies in ongoing development and application of these principles. Set ambitious goals, but focus on the vital few actions that will propel you towards them. Regularly reassess and adjust your approach, always looking for new ways to apply the 80-20 mindset more effectively. As you progress on this journey, you'll likely find that your success begins to inspire others. This is where the true power of effortless excellence becomes apparent. By sharing your insights and knowledge, you have the opportunity to create a ripple effect of positive change in your personal and professional circles. Leading by example is one of the most powerful ways to foster excellence in others. As people observe your focused approach, your ability to achieve significant results with apparent ease, they'll naturally be curious about your methods. This presents an opportunity to share the principles you've learned, helping others unlock their own potential for effortless excellence. Imagine the collective impact if everyone in your team, your organization, or your community embraced the 80-20 mindset. The potential for innovation, growth, and positive change is staggering. By unleashing your own excellence and inspiring others to do the same, you become a catalyst for transformation on a scale far beyond your individual achievements. As we conclude this journey, it's important to recognize that the path to effortless excellence is ongoing. The principles you've learned in this book are not a destination, but a compass to guide you through a lifetime of growth and achievement. Each day presents new opportunities to refine your approach, to focus on what truly matters, and to expand the boundaries of what you thought possible. The true power of the 80-20 principle lies not just in its ability to enhance your productivity or success, but in its capacity to fundamentally transform your experience of life. By focusing on the vital few that bring the most joy, fulfillment, and impact, you create a life of richness and meaning, unburdened by the clutter of the non-essential. Embrace this mindset fully and watch as doors of opportunity swing open before you. Feel the exhilaration as you achieve goals that once seemed out of reach, and the deep satisfaction of knowing you're living life in alignment with your highest priorities and values. You now hold the key to a future of effortless excellence. The journey ahead is filled with potential for growth, achievement, and profound fulfillment. As you step forward into this future, remember that true excellence isn't about perfection or constant striving. It's about focusing on what matters most, leveraging your unique strengths, and creating value in ways that feel natural and energizing. Your journey to effortless excellence starts now. Embrace the 80-20 mindset, focus on your vital few, and prepare to unleash a level of success and fulfillment beyond anything you've experienced before. However, to truly maximize the power of these principles, you'll need to master the art of daily execution. After all, even the most potent strategies require consistent, focused implementation to yield their full potential. But how can you ensure that you're applying these game-changing concepts day in and day out? The answer lies in mastering a set of complementary skills that will supercharge your ability to plan, execute, and achieve. To take your transformation to the next level and unlock the full power of effortless excellence, dive into the audiobook, Master Your Day, Plan, Execute, Achieve. Tap the center of the video now to continue your transformation journey.